Good morning. I'm Fran Watson. I'm a newly licensed practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living. Yay! It's my first official duty here to guide you through a meditation this morning. An opportunity for you to go inward, have a little experience of yourself, your divine self. And I hope you take a little moment to just now get comfortable, to find your seat, find your feet, and just anchor yourself and let the rest of the world go away for 20 minutes. So this morning, just want you now to anchor those feet. If you can find them on the floor, uncross your legs. And just start to let gravity, the law of gravity, work perfectly on you. Allow yourself to sink into your chair, to your bed, whatever is supporting you. Imagine there's just a gentle elevator taking you deeper and deeper and deeper into the arms of the mother, the nourishing arms of everything you need in this moment. And start to notice your senses. Noticing what you're hearing, the sounds that cross your awareness. Notice what you're seeing in that field of vision if your eyes are closed. Even there is a deep insight. Notice your taste buds, what they're absorbing, the sensations inside your mouth. And the scents wafting through your nostrils. These signals of being human and interconnecting with the world around you. In this moment, notice your skin. What is it touching right now? Soft fabric, a simple adornment, your hair touching your neck, your lips meeting each other, cool air, warm air. Now turning your attention inside your skin. Noticing your physical body and what it is experiencing this moment. The sensations in your feet. And gently moving up through your legs and just noticing what is open and flowing, where that life force that animates you is swirling through you, flowing from cell to cell to cell, organ to organ, up through your body, into your hips and belly, your lower back, your torso. If there's a band of tension around your solar plexus, just breathing into it. There's no time for judgment today. We are just with ourselves, having an experience this moment. Up into your heart, the center of your chest, down your arms, into your fingers, inhabiting your hands with your attention, inserting your attention like a glove into your fingers, being inside yourself, your neck and shoulders, your throat, your jaw and facial muscles, your forehead, and your crown. And let your attention wander a bit higher above your head. Find your soul star a few feet above your head, experiencing your body beyond your body, out to about an arm's length all the way around you. And now, coming back to your belly, your lower belly, about 3 inches, 2 inches, 3 inches below your navel. This is your power center. The potency of your life force. The energy of creation swirling there, anchoring you. Just feeling that space, center of your belly, a little towards your spine. And then sending a beam of light from there up into the center of your chest and your heart, this heart center, this space of awareness, acceptance, radiance, love, gratitude, kindness. And just feel the power of that acceptance of this moment. Feel it shining. And now up again with this beam of light into the center of your head, the very center of your head, behind your eyes, and again towards your spine. There is another center. This your center of spaciousness, awareness, feel its brilliance. And with these 3 points, your belly, your heart, your head, your anchor, your acceptance, and your awareness, there's a firmness. Feel the uplifting backbone of life, moving vertically from below to above, above to below. And today, just putting your attention on your heart, seeing with the eyes of your heart. Bringing to mind someone you love, someone who fills you with delight, fills your heart makes you smile. And just really take that person in with your softest eyes. How they make you smile. Their funny ways, how they dress, their individual characteristics that make them unique and special to you. And just allow them, take them in, and allow that soft smile. And sensing your heart getting bigger as they love you back. The container of your heart is expanding now. And as we go into a period of silence, just continue to feel that expansion, allowing the eyes of your heart to take in more beloveds, more people that you love, more critters, all that inspires you. Take in every detail and let it open you even wider. When I come back in a few minutes, we'll bring some reflections before we move on. So gently now. Feeling your heart expanded, its vision amplified, your receptivity amplified, your joy amplified. Just feeling this love that you are, covering your family, your community, your city, your country, your world. Knowing wholeness, connection, and the love that binds us all together. Let this expansion carry you through the week. Each choice, each word, each action. Namaste.
1, 2, 3.
In trouble, and you need a helping hand, and nothing, oh nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest nights. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. See you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You got a friend. If the sky, oh, if the sky above you should dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud. Soon you'll hear me knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Don't you know by now, winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you've got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, ain't it good to know you've got a friend? People can be so cold. They'll hurt you, they'll desert you, they'll take your soul if you let them. So don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running just to see your beautiful face again. Oh, don't you know it's winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you've got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. Oh, you've got a friend. Ain't it good to know that you got a friend? Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Ain't it good to know you've got a friend?
Wow, well done, Amy Bishop, Oliver Miguel. Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome to our Sunday celebration here at the Calgary Centre for Spiritual Living. If you're new to the center, I'll introduce myself. I'm Pat Campbell, and I'm the spiritual director of the center here. And if you are new to our teaching called The Signs of Mind, I'll call your attention to the slide that should be on your screen right now. And what it is it shows representations of many of the world's faith traditions. We don't call ourselves a religion, religion. We're more of a philosophy or a way of certainly a way of life where we truly do honor all paths to understanding, all paths to the divine, because we understand with 8 billion people on this planet, each one of us a divine spark, each one of us containing within us something completely sacred, that there can't be just one way to be. As Ernest Holmes, our founder, puts it, that we are out of the unity comes multiplicity, comes variety. We are still part of the one, but we are each of us unique. And so if what you hear today resonates with you, that's wonderful. Maybe we're not quite your cup of tea, that's okay too. We support everyone in finding their right and perfect path because we're all on one. So what we're going to do now with our live stream, we have a slightly different order of service, but if you've been tuning in for a while, you know that now we sing what we call our Kong song. This is one of my favorites. I love the idea of it. I open my eyes. It's super simple. You'll learn it in 2 seconds. Here we go.
I open my eyes to the love all around. Now I have found the Spirit in me. I open my eyes to the love all around. Now I have found the Spirit in me. I open my eyes to the love all around. Now I have found the Spirit in me. I open my eyes to the love all around. Now I have found the Spirit in me. I open my eyes to the love all around. Now I have found the Spirit in me. I open my eyes to the love all around. Now I have found the Spirit in me.
I always laugh at myself during that song because, and especially with those lovely harmonies, you guys, but I do this. I open my eyes and my eyes close immediately because it just feels like it's the right thing to do. So I have to remember to keep my eyes open for that one. Yeah, that's right. My third eye. That's right. So I've got a number of things to tell you all about. So take out your pens and paper because we got to tell you some things. We are starting a foundation class on October 13th. This is our basic course. So if you are new to the teaching, this is the course that you need to be taking so that you deepen your understanding of what it is that we're teaching and what it is that your relationship with the universe. A lot of you have taken foundations or taken one of the basic courses. What I offer to you is that you're in a different place in consciousness than you used to be. And so you're going to hear things that you never heard before. I guarantee you it. I've taught this class probably 25 times and I still learn. I still learn something every single time I teach it. It is going to be a little different because it's going to be online. And we're going to be on Zoom. So what I need for you to do is to register for the class by sending an email or a e-transfer to office@calgarycsl.org. Put in it foundations class so that we know that you are registered for it. So if you send an email, you're still going to need to pay for the course, or if you send an e-transfer, that will be your payment for the course. It's $250 for a 10-week course and a Saturday morning workshop as well. And we are offering financial assistance for this because I realize that, especially these days, $250 may be a bit of a chunk of change. And so if you would like financial assistance, I need you to contact me, Dr. Pat, at calgarycsl.org, and let's have a conversation about what that could look like. And what I want to tell you, I know a lot of people are so hesitant, oh, I don't want to ask, and what if she says no? You know what? I'm like super nice, and I've never said no. Well, I've said no in my life, but not about this. And so please let me know if you need financial assistance. We can make that work. If we don't have 10 people for this course, we won't run it at this time. So we need you to register so we know whether or not the class is going to be a go or not. So please get yourselves registered this week. It would be very, very helpful for us knowing what's going on with that. Okay, we've just started our Thursday evening meditation practice. Our ministers and practitioners have come together to put this beautiful event together every Thursday at 7 o'clock, where it's about 30 minutes of meditation and then an opportunity to kind of have a conversation about it. Not a long conversation. It's not a full-on discussion group. It's just an opportunity to kind of connect with one another. And that's every Thursday at 7. The information for the Zoom is on the slide there, or you can go to the website or go to the newsletter and get that information and put this into your regular spiritual practice as well. The Monday Night Consciousness Seekers, this is a discussion group. This is intended to have a lot of back and forth. This is facilitated by Ron Hahn, one of our practitioners. It's been going on for several years now, and it's just something that people absolutely love. You might discuss the talk, you might discuss something in a reading somewhere, but it is, again, a wonderful way of connecting, because that's so important to us as humans, is that we want to connect in whatever way we can. That's the reason why we have all of these things going on online, including Coffee with Me, Dr. Pat, on Wednesdays at noon, and the code and the password is right there. Again, it's not in the newsletter this week, but it is on the webpage. And I usually remember to post something on Facebook also to remind you of all that information. Okay, so here's something that's going to be the last time I announce this. Folks, we are talking about what it's going to look like for us to meet together in person. It will not be the full congregation. It cannot be the full congregation because of the social distancing protocol that we have to follow. So what we are looking at is some way of you signing up every week if you want to come, with the understanding that you will follow the protocol that we've laid down, which is social distancing, no touching, unfortunately no group singing. And what I mean by group singing is, remember how we used to have our Kong song and we'd go around and we'd hug and everyone would do that? We won't be doing that any longer. The band will still be playing. We're going to figure that out. The band will still be playing, but it will look and feel different than what you're used to. So I just want to let you know that. But we want to hear from you, the people who regularly attend our service, whether or not you're ready to come back. And if you are ready to come back, whether or not you will adhere to the social distancing and the protocols that we have laid down, because we are requiring masks. So just know that. And we're having a conversation about this in 2 weeks, the board and I are, to decide what the next move is for us. And what we recognize is that no matter what we decide to do, there are going to be people who are upset. And I don't know any other way around that, and I don't want to affirm it. But the anti-mask people will be upset if they have to wear a mask. The mask people will be upset if the anti-mask people come and don't wear a mask. The people who don't believe in social distancing will be upset if they can't hug. The singers will be upset if they can't sing, and people will be upset if we don't open. So, so there it is. And we're doing the very best that we can. So I'd really love to hear from you as to what your thoughts are. Yes, I would come back with the distancing, with the protocols. No, I'm not coming back because I don't want the protocols, or no, I'm not coming back because I don't feel it's quite time yet. This is what we'd love to hear from you, and you can send that to info@calgarycsl.org. And I'd like to have those by about Wednesday or Thursday of this week so that we can compile that information. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Now, I'm very excited about our sacred time now, because this is where Amy leads us in a chant, and then our licensed practitioner gives us our spiritual mind treatment. And I am so excited to introduce you to one of our newly licensed spiritual practitioners, Fran Watson. Give her a hand. I know you're doing that at home. We're doing it here. And so this is the time where we go within. And like I said, Amy will lead us in a beautiful chant, and then Fran will give us our treatment. So just go within.
Open wide my heart. 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 Open wide my heart.
I open my heart right here, right now, for the divine to enter, to express itself fully as part of this great one. I speak this word for all who listen. There is only one perfect source of all there is. One great outpouring of life and love. One great outpouring of peace, harmony, connection, creation of all things everywhere, mighty and minute, massive and minuscule. Every voice, every song, every heart that beats is flowing with that divine one, that substance that backs all of life. And I dive into that life, allow it to express through me. I am one with that life. It pours through my being, It allows me to breathe, to speak, to sing, to dance, to see. And today I see with my heart. I see the perfection of each individual that shines in its own perfection. I see the ecology of differences. I see the big pattern and how we all fit together. This bead, this stitch, forming a wholeness, a view from the top. A wide and colorful tapestry of individuals, perfect expressions of the divine. Their expression is not my expression, but at the whole, at the heart of it all, it is the same flowing divine that makes me stronger, that allows me to think more deeply, to stretch and to grow, to become bigger, wider, more expansive every day. So I celebrate what makes me the same with each one, and I celebrate the difference. And I look through my eyes of softness and know I am sustained by each unique person, each unique expression, and I show up with all of who I am. Express myself fully in the sacred dance of all there is. I'm so grateful for this teaching, for this knowing of the creation and its perfection. And I allow myself to sink ever more deeply into it, softening more, softening more. And I release this word into the promise of the one who delivers everything with perfection and love, comes back whole, complete, here and now. And so it is.
Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart.
And with our hearts literally open wide from that beautiful chant and that beautiful spiritual mind treatment, I invite you to say with me, to anchor in the vision and the mission statements of the Calgary Centre for Spiritual Living. Let's say those together. The Calgary Centre for Spiritual Living is a beacon of spiritual illumination that inspires individuals to reveal their wholeness, co-creating a world that works for everyone. I've got this visual image whenever we say that of like those Klieg lights when there's a movie premiere and it goes up into the heavens and shows that, hey, this is happening right there. That's what I think of when I think of a beacon of spiritual illumination, that our building is just like, illuminating. Yeah. And one of the ways that we do that is through our mission statement. So let's say that together. The Calgary Centre for Spiritual Living makes accessible a way of living and thinking that reveals one's spiritual magnificence and personal power. We co-create an inclusive community that fosters an expansion of consciousness. And boy, are we in a consciousness expanding time in our world, are we not? And I am just knowing that because this expansion is happening on the spiritual level, that the things unlike it here on our human level are simply breaking up and falling apart, so that this new idea comes through like a beacon of spiritual illumination. Everybody, ah! Okay, so now I bet you'd like to hear some real singers, wouldn't you? Yeah, we've chosen some really wonderful songs for you today. So please welcome Amy Bishop, Oliver Miguel, Steph Chapman, Luis Tovar, and Lisa Jacobs, our amazing band.
You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, you never knew. Have you heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Or asked the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches that surround you. And for once, never wonder what it's worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends. And we're all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that You can paint with all the colors of the
The amazing Amy Bishop. I saw on the comments people were asking where that song is from. Well, Amy owns it, but it's actually from the movie Pocahontas, the Disney movie Pocahontas. Yeah. Oh boy, all the hearts and everything that were going on during that. It was pretty incredible. Thank you, all of you. Our music. So would you breathe with me, please? Just taking a deep breath and release. And again. And one more time, please. Let it out. Yeah. I'm going to be talking about breath here in just a few moments. And that's what I'm talking about. When we breathe together, there is something so sustaining and so connecting about breathing together. So I always appreciate it when you all indulge me in that way on Sundays. So you may recall last week that I said that my dog Annie had surgery on a cyst on her neck and another one on her chest. And I just like to show pictures of Annie. So, I mean, like, seriously, right? I'm happy to report to you that her biopsy came back 100% clear. So I'm super, super happy about that. Super, super happy. So while she was recuperating, however, I spent quite a bit of time at home with her watching movies and watching television. Of course, I did a lot of that during the COVID stuff as well, but for some reason, this felt more noble. You know, I was taking care of my sick dog. I wasn't just binge watching television. It was like I had a purpose, right? So one of the movies I watched is from 2009. I got the Disney Plus channels so that I could watch Hamilton. Oh my God, Hamilton. But anyway, that's another talk. I did watch that amazing movie from 2009 called Avatar. Do you guys remember Avatar? With the big, beautiful, tall, statuesque blue people? In 2009, when this movie came out, it absolutely took the world by storm because of its state-of-the-art graphics and special effects and the big, beautiful blue people, because they were, and also because it's beautiful lessons about connection and oneness and love and respect for all life. There was a reason I chose that song for Amy to sing. Now, there have been rumors that there's a sequel to Avatar coming. They've been talking about it for years, but for some reason, it hasn't happened yet. But here's a little interesting fact that you may not know about the movie, which I told you came out in 2009. However, the movie's director, James Cameron, had the original idea for it in 1999. So what happened was, this is such a trip, he had to wait for the technology to catch up to his vision. There's a whole metaphysical talk in that. Waiting until technology catches up with our mental equivalent. That's what he had to do, but that's another talk for another time. So, as I said, I'm watching Avatar. I'm really into it. I'm really enjoying it. And I remembered that I had done a talk on it 10 years ago when the movie first came out. In fact, when it came out, I was forced to go to the theater several times to see it, to do research. You know, I make a lot of sacrifices for you. So in a moment, we're going to talk about some of the really cool lessons that the movie teaches us about unity and oneness, because they apply, if they applied in 2009, they apply even more now. We need to remember the messages in this movie. But before I tell you about the lessons, I just wanted to share a couple of quotes for you, with you from other people who talk about unity and oneness, because it shows that it wasn't just something that James Cameron made up in 2009 to make a movie. So the first one is by our founder, Ernest Holmes. And he wrote this: God is the life principle animating us. We are continuously conscious of its existence in us and animating all nature. The relationship between the life principle and that which it sustains is self-evidently one of unity. The highest perception of humankind has been our sense of this inner oneness with the Spirit. The more completely we become conscious of this divine union, the more power we have over our own existence. The more we become conscious of our unity, the more power we have over our existence. And then Black Elk, who is a Native American leader, said this: the first piece, which is the most important, is that which comes within the souls of people when they realize their relationship, their oneness with the universe and all its powers, and when they realize that at the center of the universe dwells the Great Spirit, and that this center is really everywhere. It is within each of us. Just take that in. So you could imagine back in 2009 and now to find that one of the highest grossing movies of all time teaches a lesson that I've been teaching for over 20 years, the idea of unity and oneness. No wonder it took the world by storm. So now let me tell you some of the stuff about it. You know, most successful movies, okay, they have a hero, right? And then they have a love interest. In this case, she was also a hero or a heroine. And there's a bad guy. In this case, it's a corporation. And there's conflict, and there's resolution, and bravery, and loss, and ultimately there is redemption. So the hero, his name is Jake Sully. He's human. And he infiltrates this tribe of the big blue beautiful people on a far-off planet called Pandora. And how he infiltrates it, it's this kind of mind-blowing thing. I can't really explain it because it was a little bit beyond me, but suffice it to say that he stayed human in his mind, but he became one of the people, big blue people, for the sake of the movie. And he goes to this place called Pandora, which is a super, super fierce planet with really, really scary animals. And the people are really, really fierce too. They have to be in order to survive in this. And naturally, they're suspicious of this guy and they're resentful because other people are trying to infiltrate and study and change their ways and their culture. That sounded all familiar? Yeah. So anyway, and the bad guys are after something that they consider to be valuable that can only be found on the planet. So anyway, in the beginning, Jake Sully, the hero, gets into trouble. And he is saved by the beautiful native princess who effectively and quickly kills a bunch of wolf-like creatures that are attacking him. And when he goes to thank her, she turns on him. And she says, "For this we do not thank. This is your fault. They did not have to die." She was coming from her people's belief that all of life is connected. All of life is sacred. So for her to have to kill those creatures because of his ignorance and his inexperience was an affront to her beliefs. At one point, I get choked up every time I think of this scene. She goes over to one of the dying creatures to put it out of its misery. And as she does so, she speaks very gently to it. And she apologizes for what she had done. And she sends this soul to its next experience with love. Now we know that this kind of practice is fairly common in land-based, earth-based people who live off the earth, who find the sacred in everything. They love and they respect all creatures, even if they have to kill them for their survival. They consider it a huge loss, a loss of the consciousness, of the soul, of everything when another living creature dies, even if it's at their hands. Chief Seattle, who was one of the indigenous leaders of the city of Seattle, was named after him. He was a leader in the Pacific Northwest, had this to say. I said we were going to talk about breath. He says, "All things share the same breath. The beast, the tree, the man. The air shares its spirit with all the life it supports. The air shares its spirit with all of the life that it supports." So when she puts this animal down to put it out of its misery, she does it with such great reverence and such respect, because she knows that they breathe the same breath, the same air. They are connected. So, clearly, the hero, Jake, and the heroine, they start off in conflict. All good movies, right? But she's very intuitive. She's very in tune with things, and she witnessed a sign from their divine spirit, their divine source, that tells her that he is someone special. I mean, all she saw was this, other thing, right? But the source tells her that he's something special. She explains this to his parents, who are the tribal leaders. And they order her to teach him their ways so perhaps he could act as a liaison with the humans. So she's showing him around this beautiful, incredible planet with unbelievable animals and unbelievable vegetation. And she teaches him the phrase, "I see you. I see you." And in their culture, when they say, "I see you," it means to really see the other person, to see through the appearances to the essence of that person, to the essence of that thing. And it was that phrase, "I see you," sitting in a theater in Tucson, Arizona on New Year's Eve, that made me go from, this is a really cool movie, it's visually stunning, to, oh my God, this is a game changer. This is an incredible movie, because "I see you" is very similar to the Sanskrit saying of namaste that we use in this teaching all the time. Namaste, it's gone through a number of different iterations, but one of them is in East Indian families, it's how they say hello. how they say good morning, how they say good afternoon, namaste. But in Sanskrit, in the original use of Sanskrit, it is loosely translated as either the divine in me honors the divine in you, or the God in me sees the God in you. I see you. So we have this modern day movie, blockbuster, millions of dollars, billions of dollars, and it's basically teaching the ancient Sanskrit philosophy of oneness and connection. So I want you to picture what our world would be like if everyone looked at each other and truly saw them. If we could look through those differences and those cultures and the skin color and the religion and the politics and the nationality and the beliefs and just chose to see others as part of ourselves. Because what we are learning, of course, is that we really are part of one another. We really do share the same breath. Science is proving that at the subatomic level, at that quantum level, everything is made of the same substance. And that substance at its core is energy. And yes, energy can turn into the myriad of different things that we see and experience depending on the vibration, but the essence is the same. The essence is the same. And that's just one of the metaphysical lessons from Avatar. Because as I said, the natives' entire philosophy is based on unity and oneness with all of living things, not just when it's convenient or not just when they're in trouble. This is how they live their lives. They are connected with life all of the time. And one of the coolest themes, I really wanted this. I kind of wanted to go there. Kind of wanted to be one of the big, beautiful people. So, not Tweedledee. So one of the coolest things about it is how they literally connect with other aspects of life. So you've got these big, beautiful people, right? Blue people, and all of them have these long braid. And at the end of the braid are these living tendrils, kind of like this, that allow them to physically unite themselves, because the other animals have this too. And so they put them together, the horses, the dragons, all the other things that go along there, and they literally connect themselves together. And when they are united with the other beings, it is as if they are truly one. Their minds and their souls connect as if they are one being. But wait, there's more. And this gives them the ability to direct and use the body of the animal through the power of their minds. They think fly, the animal flies. They think bank left, the animal banks left. They are able to control that, to direct that through the power of their minds. That sound familiar to anybody? Because what we teach in our teaching is that when we consciously connect with the source of all life, is that we can direct it to do definite things for us through the power of our minds. It is always listening, it is always responding to our minds, but when we do it consciously, we can direct it. Ernest Holmes said this: in the science of mind, which is a conscious use of the creative energy of the law of life, mental treatment is the art, the act, and the science of using this law for the purpose of producing a definite, objective, manifest result. So when we use this law of life consciously, on purpose, connecting to it, it responds to us and our thoughts. Just like the animals in the mystical world, I realize we're not talking about an animal, but we are talking about a law that is impartial and impersonal. And when we connect it, we become one with it, and we can direct it with our minds. So are you beginning to see why I was so excited about watching that movie back then and again now? It's like a totally cool and visually stimulating science of mind class. Right? Right? And if you don't believe me, go watch it. I know a lot of you are going to do that now. So speaking of science of mind classes, as I mentioned during my announcements, we have one that's starting in a few weeks. And because of the nature of the world right now, it's going to be an adventure for me to teach it online and for you to take it online. It's going to be an adventure. I've not done this before. I've not taught a foundations class online before. It is very experiential. So I am working in my mind how I can bring those experiences to us, even though we're going to be online. But here's the deal, folks. Because we are connected, then the medium of delivery doesn't matter that much. We're still going to be able to see one another. Because there's never, ever a time when we are not connected to the source. There is never a time that we are not connected with one another. There sometimes appears to be a time when we are disconnected. Now might be a good, not this instant, but now might be a time when we feel disconnected. But there is never a time that we cannot see one another, whether it's online or in person or connecting at the heart level. There are only times when sometimes we think we can't. So if this calls to you, please register for the class. It'll be fun. It'll be a learning experience, I promise you. And in the meantime, as you go out into the world this week, for every person you come in contact with, for every person you meet, if you're brave, say it out loud. If you're not feeling quite as brave, say it within yourself. But every time you see a person and you connect with them, say to them, I see you. I see you. Even if you're both wearing masks and standing 2 meters away, I see you. And then see them. See them. It's a beautiful spiritual practice to walk through life. I see you. Let me give an example. We have almost 80 people tuning in right now. Almost 80 people or 80 computers that are tuning in right now, and a handful of people who are here in the audience. And yet what I know is that whether you're watching from the comfort of your home or whether you're sitting here in the sanctuary, I see you. I feel you. I know you. I love you. Because we are one. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. And I see the band. Arriving back. This is the coolest song. I never heard this song before. Oliver, would you put this away? Thank you. So please welcome our most amazing Amy Bishop, Oliver Miguel, Steph Chapman, Luis Tovar, Lisa Jacobs. I want to call them Amy and the Bishops. They're not going for that. But anyway, please, I like it too. It's pretty good. Please welcome our amazing band.
If you're feeling alone, maybe lost or just confused, put your hand up. If you're dealing with a broken heart and you're not sure what to do, put your hand up. If you've lost someone you care about somewhere along the way, put your hand up. So you know you're not alone, put your hand up. Come on and put your hand up. No matter the road, no matter how hard, put your hand up, put your hands up. Don't ever let go, you're never too far to put your hands up, put your hands up. What you waiting, what you waiting, what you waiting for, wherever you are, put your hand up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you feel you're in a corner and your back's against the wall, put your hand up. If you're on the verge of giving up and you're all but out of hope, put your hand up. You know you're not alone, put your hand up. Go on and put your hand up. No matter the road, no matter how far, put your hands up, put your hands up. Don't ever let go, you're never too far to put your hands up, put your hands up. What you waiting, what you waiting, so what you waiting for, wherever you are, put your hands up. Whoa, 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 put your hands up. Whoa, 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 put your hands up. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Put your hands up. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Put your hands up. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Put your hands up. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Put your hands up.
Yowza! Woo! Put your hand up. Who feels good? I do too. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, golly, we're getting a little punchy here. I don't know what it is. This is my opportunity to talk to you about how you can support the center. We are continuing on, as you say, or as you can see, and would you agree with me, and I'm not just saying this, would you agree with me that we are producing a really, really fine product that is going out on Sunday mornings for the Sunday celebration? Would you agree with me? Yeah. Because I get to get in front of everybody and talk about things, and we get to have these amazing professional musicians supporting us every week. So we're kind of out front, but we have a couple of guys that just really make it happen. and that is Dwayne Fleischecker and Jason Owens, who are our tech people. Yeah. I see other centers, and everybody is doing a really, really great job of getting the message out. And I think that we are doing a really, really great job of getting the message out. It's a very, very high quality. And the reason why I bring that up right now is because now I'm going to talk about money. It does take money to support this. We don't have a Vatican someplace that is sending us money saying, here, children, my flock, go and do this. We are 100% supported by donations that we receive. We have a number of you who are on the Conscious Commitment Program. Thank you so much. We know we can count on that money. If you are somebody who e-transfers, you can e-transfer your support to us at office@calgarycsl.org. If you're not an e-transfer person, you can easily go to the website. There's a big donate button. Press on that and take you to PayPal. You can donate that way. You can send a check. I was just checking in Kat's office today, and somebody sent a check. Yay, awesome. And or you can call the office and talk to Kat. She's there from 10 to 3, Monday through Thursday, and give her your credit card information, or if you want to sign up to have an automatic donation taken out, that we can do that as well. So I just want to thank you all. Thank you. I know it's an extra step. I know that. I get it. Lots of stuff is these days, and we're very, very grateful. And so let's say our conscious giving affirmation together. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I give returns to me multiplied abundantly. I am so blessed, and so it is. And so it is. So let's sing, I thank Spirit. Start with Spirit.
I thank Spirit for everything. I thank Spirit for everything. I thank Spirit for everything. I thank Spirit for everything.
Life.
I thank life for everything. I thank life for everything. I thank life for everything. I thank life for everything.
Let's go to love.
I thank love for everything. I thank love for everything. I thank love for everything. I thank love for everything.
All righty. So just as a reminder, please write to us and let us know what your thoughts are about the reopening. Sign up for class. And everybody, we're going to do our final blessing. So let's take our hands and let's rub them together. That energy I talked about earlier, let's get that energy going. Really put your mojo in. Yeah. Okay. Your mojo. Okay, are you ready? On a count of 3, we're going to send it out into the world. 1, 2, 3, whoosh. Whew. Thanks for being here. Love you. See you next week. Bye.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you make no effort in you being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. And may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa, so here's to the hearts you you're gonna break. Here's to the lives you're gonna take. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. Oh, want you to have it all. Want you to have it all. Want you to have it all. May you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions, though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own each moment to the next. And may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa. So here's to the hearts you're gonna break. Here's to the lives you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. Want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. Don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. Want you to have it all. Oh, want you to have it. Oh, all you can imagine. Oh, no matter what your path is, if you believe it, then anything can happen. Go, go, go. Raise your glasses. Go, go, go. You can have it all. I toast you. Here's to the hearts you're gonna break. Here's to the lives you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. Oh, I want you to have it all. Want you to have it all. Want you to have it all. Want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. Here's to you always making me laugh. Here's to the fact I'd be sad without you. Want you to have it all.
What?